Welcome. In this brief video demo, I'll be presenting Longitude's document assembly capability. Longitude is a product that extends the search capabilities of the Microsoft Search platform. So in this demo, let's say I work in IT and I've been asked by my boss to put together a report that concerns itself with fast search capabilities. So the first thing I do is I run a search. In this case, I'm running a search against SharePoint 2010. And the keywords that I'm using is fast SharePoint search comparison. We get several hits back. Now, one of the features and capabilities of BInsight's product Longitude is a preview capability. When I click on a link, the user is brought to the most relevant portion of that document immediately. So in this particular case, when I click on that link entitled Microsoft Fast Search Server 2010 for SharePoint, I'm brought immediately to a capabilities comparison. And this is certainly one of the things that I want to include in my report to my boss. So where does document assembly come into play? Well, if I go into a full screen mode on the preview, I'm presented with additional capabilities. You'll notice on the right hand side of your screen here, we have a number of next steps which can be taken on the relevant content. One of which is Add to Research Notebook. When I click Add to Research Notebook, whatever section or portion of the document I'm viewing at that time will be added to a workspace. So clicking on Add to Research Notebook, I'll now click View Research Notebook and you'll see that that particular page has indeed been added. I'm also interested in learning about people search. Are there any sections or portions of this document that concern itself with that topic? So I go back to the preview and you'll notice on the top left hand side of the screen we have a Search Inside capability. Before executing a search on the term people search, I'm going to remove the other search terms that were helpful in helping me find this document originally. That being done, I enter the term people search, run the query, and we see immediately that there are indeed occurrences of the word people search within this document on page 9 and 19. And here on page 19 we have the section of the document that concerns itself with people search. So I'm going to add this to the research notebook. The last thing I'd like to include in my report is information on the new search user interface provided by Microsoft. So I'm going to close out the preview and run another query against SharePoint 2010. So we see the second document on the list here is a PDF, and it happens to be a rather large file at 5 megabyte. But again, the benefit of the preview is when I click on this link, I don't have to download and manually search through this content. I'm brought to the most relevant page. And you're not limited to just that page. You can move through the entire content of the file. These tabs are quite convenient. I can move by hit, for example. And when I click on Next Hit, I'm immediately brought to this page, which indeed concerns itself with the search user interface provided by Microsoft. So I'm going to go into a full view and add this to the research notebook. And then I'm going to move on to the next hit, and I see that this too is relevant to me, so I'm going to add that as well. Now finally, to compile the document, I go into the research notebook. I can move sections around any way I want. This will determine the order in which the pages are built. But finally, at the bottom right here under Next Steps, I can export the document. I'm going to export to Word. And when I do, I'm prompted to simply save the file under the name of my choice. I'll save it to the desktop. Finally, I'll jump to the desktop, open the file so that you can see what it looks like. And here it is. We have our feature matrix, the section of the file that concerns itself with people search, and also the user interface pieces that I imported in. So this concludes the video demo. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call. The number is on the screen before you. Thank you very much.